Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Cari here from Cari Counts Cash. I hope you guys are all doing so fabulous. I have had an extended hiatus and I thank you guys for being so patient and supportive while I've been gone. Been dealing with a lot of things on my personal life, just based on the fact that my dad's been dealing with his medical treatments. I've been really busy with work. I've just been enjoying the first little vestiges of summer, and I really think that I needed the mental break. So I am super grateful that you guys allowed me to have that and you stuck with me. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cari. I am a 33-year-old budgeter now. I just had a birthday and I live in Atlantic, Canada. I work as an ICU nurse full-time. And I am super grateful for the life that allows me to lead. I'm not rich by any stretch, but I live comfortably, let's say, or for the most part, as comfortably as I can without losing all of my marbles. So we are going to jump right back into the swing of things with a cash stuffing for my first paycheck in July. I get paid just over $2,200. I left about $700 in the bank to take care of my mortgage and my car payment, which will come out tomorrow. And then we are going to stuff this money in front of you into my envelopes. So let's just get started and we'll go from there. Now, the first thing that I do want to do, I don't have much for change over this 2-week period. There's $5.05 here. We're just going to throw it into the jar. A little bit of coin ASMR because it's been so long. And then this is $1,500. There is a whole handful of fives here. I think there's 44 fives. I have counted it like 3 times. It does work out. So let me grab my cash envelopes and we will just get going. Eating out doesn't have anything in it. Guys, nobody is surprised if you have been with me to see this. I have been losing all control. This week, I am upping my budget here a little bit to $100 for a 2-week period. We'll see how that goes. It's not like I ever break the bank entirely for this because I'll just pull it out of different envelopes, but it's still out of control. So we're working on it, but it's a full-time job and I can't help myself. Okay, so eating out, we're gonna do 20, 40, and 60. And then 10, 20, and another $20 worth of fives. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100 in eating out. I did spend $15 on breakfast this morning on my way home from work. It's a long stretch. I'm just nicely getting on vacation, so that's exciting, and I know I'm gonna be eating out probably more often, but I'm trying to come up with meals that will last me longer for groceries and things. And I don't know if I'm gonna try and go away this weekend or next weekend or something like that, but probably this will all be gone. Now, I did get some new envelopes from Intentional Living. If my old friends see. So this envelope is a new envelope. It's drinks. I had all of these revamped to this light lilac font. It's super cute. I just wanted an envelope for drinks because I always end up getting like a fountain pop before I go in and work my night shifts. And I take that out of my eating out budget, which is fine, but because I eat out so much, then I'm really struggling with all of the extra drinks and things that I get on top of that. So I just wanted its own separate category. I do have $5 left over in here. I am gonna set this to the side. I will be entirely honest with you guys and say that I did not look at my credit card this morning before I filmed this video. So I'm sure that there is money that needs to go back to it from my cash envelopes. And I'm just not going to put any of this money towards Saveopoly, or sorry, my 100 envelope savings challenge like I usually do. I usually roll my cash envelope leftover money to 100 envelopes. I'm going to set it aside for my credit card, and if I do not need to put it on my credit card, I will then put it in 100 envelopes, probably off cam. So drinks is new because I'm on vacation and I'll probably be going here, there, and everywhere. I'm just gonna put $20 in. Normally I try and do like 10, but I'm gonna double it for this stretch just to see. And so I like to do $5 increments, because if I go to McDonald's and get like a fountain pop, it's $1.75. So then the $5 works out nicely and I have more change at the end of the week, potentially. So gas has money left. I think that I filled up and just didn't allocate for that. I have $75. Maybe I didn't, I can't remember. So we're just tucking this in the pile too. And we are going to add 50, 100, 120, 140, and 150, which is my normal 2-week gas budget. If I go on a weekend trip, then I will take that out of one of my travel categories as opposed to this one. This is just for like regular everyday travel that I do. Groceries does have money in here still, and I'm pretty confident that I will still have money left for the 100 envelope because I have a fat stack in here, and I know that I did not reconcile my last grocery trip spending. So some of this will be going back to pay off my credit card, but some of this I think is extra. So there's 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, and 145. Because I guarantee you I have spent more than $55 in groceries over the last 2 weeks. And what we're gonna do is we are gonna put $200 back in here. So 50, 100, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. Perfect. Now, just because is also a new envelope, this was my spending. I have condensed this and my splurge categories that were in my sinking fund. So this is my personal spending. There is no other envelope for that. And this is, I don't think, getting anything this week, to be fair. No, it's not, because I put more in drinks and eating out than I would normally. So this one's empty. And side quests is basically my self-care fund. So I called it side quests. I'm a bit nerdy if you didn't know that about me. And side quests are one of those things that like you don't have to do them, but you get rewards for doing them and they make you feel better, and you kind of like level up if you take care of yourself and get nice things. And so to me, my nails feel like a side quest. They're not mandatory, but it's something that I really like doing because it makes me feel better and I get something back out of it. So that is my new self-care fund, and we are doing $30 in here today. We're doing 20, 30, and I literally just got these done not last night, but the night before. So these are good for a while, and there's $10 in here plus the 30 I just put in to make 40. So this is great because I will have one more pay before my next nail appointment, which I get done every 3 weeks. And that, my friends, is it for cash envelopes. So like I said, I'll figure all of this out. If I have any of this money left at the end of my credit card payment, then I will come back to you. I don't know if I'm not doing a savings challenge video this week, but I think what I might do is maybe a weekly check-in instead next week, or maybe this video will just be long and I'll say, here, This is kind of like me dipping my toes back into the scene, and then this will kind of get me back on the path and the routine so that when I come back for the next budgeting period at the end of July, the schedule will be back on track fully. So now we're going to move into our savings challenges. A couple of them, we do some every time that we stuff. We don't do all of them every time, but the ones that we do consistently are our monthly challenge. We are working on July because holy crap, guys, it is more than halfway through 2024 already. I cannot even believe that. Where is the time going? We are going to be putting in $45 this week. So we're going to do 20, 40, and 5. And I allocate this money at the end of every month. But what we will do right now is scratch off for next time. So I found my little scratcher tool and we're going to scratch both of these. I just love that we stuffed $45 this week under 2 different scratches, and then this one scratch is already equivalent to that. This one is $35. So that means we're putting $80 in here next week, which is fine because my second paycheck is usually a bit more. I have less deductions and things. And then 100 envelopes. Like I said, I'm not really putting any of this towards there, but what I am doing actually is I did budget $20 to go towards 100 envelopes. So I'm just gonna whip that inside and we will color off, we'll do 19, do green. So we are making some progress here. And in our 100 envelope savings challenge, we have 1,000, 2,000, 2,100, 2,120, 2,140, and 2,145. So we are getting there. We're not quite halfway done. I wanted to be done this by the end of the year. So I think what I'm going to do is on my magic paycheck, I'm going to put a fair bit towards this as well, just to kind of even out the difference and go from there. So then those ones are done. The only other one is Saveopoly. Let me grab that and I will see you in a second. This is my Saveopoly challenge. So we do not count this one week to week. Last time I was on Save $20 and we are going to put 20 bucks in here. We don't even organize this. We're just looking forward to seeing what we have at the end of the year and being surprised. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll for next time. I'm just going to take my 6-sided dice to do that. And we got 2, so is save $45 for Saveopoly. So I marked off 45 and that's what I will budget for next period. That brings me into my general savings, which is in here. And we are going to start with my emergency fund. This week we're putting $10 in here. So we'll just tuck that in the back, set the tracker to the side. While we count, we have 1,000, 500, 600, 700, 1,750, and 1,760. Now, the last time you guys saw this, I did have over $2,000 in here. However, I have since had to replace my garage door opener, like the motor, and that was a good, like almost $700. And there was just a couple small things that popped up too. So I had taken $1,000 out of here to cover it because it was all very last minute. And that's where that money has gone. We will take my D20 and roll and see what we're going to put in here next time. I'm going to call it a 12. And so we will do $5. And I don't have my wet erase marker. I'm just going to use my dry erase, like my Sharpie. We have quite a few bigger amounts for our savings challenges next week. Nest egg, this is just me saving up for anything that does not have a set category, but like general in the future. Maybe it'll be a wedding, maybe it'll be a baby. None of those things are in my future right now, but you never know. So nest egg is getting 5 this week, and that means it has 100, 110, 115, and 120. Because I had spent this, I don't even remember, my spending has been off the chains lately. Now, I save for my parents. They're not crazy old yet, but they are starting to age. And my dad has had quite a few medical concerns lately. So I just feel like they have looked after me for 33 years. They're still doing that. So the least I can do is have some money set aside for them if they need it in the future. And it has helped me in the past because they have been going through difficult times, and I have loaned them some money. I've given them some money. So I like to stuff for that just to be on the safe side. I always put $30 in here. We do 15 for my mom and 15 for my dad each week. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 440, and 450. So we're getting up there. Once we hit 500, I'll probably put a placeholder in here, which is exciting. Now, my tax-free savings, we are adding just $10 this week, but that's okay because we have quite a pretty penny in there already. So you have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 8,500, 8,520, 8,540, and 8,550. And there is actually like $35, I think, of interest in my tax-free right now. So we're actually closer to 8,600. We are aiming for about 15,000 by the end of the year. I think it's doable, and this will be where my 100 envelope savings challenge money goes. So definitely a goal that I'm hoping to accomplish. And then I budget for my car payment every 2 weeks, but I leave it in the bank. You guys don't see that anymore. You used to, but just the way it falls, I get paid on Thursday every second week, and my car payment comes out that very next day on Friday along with my mortgage. So I just leave that in the bank. What I have done is repurpose this envelope to be an extra payment for my car. So we're just gonna add a little bit here and there to it. What I'm putting in this week is $20 because the faster I can get this paid off, the better. Now my bi-weekly payment is $233, and I always pay $250. I just budget for that. So there's like an extra $16 a paycheck going to it already, which is not much, but it definitely helps. So this money on top of that will just be a boon. And that is it for my general savings and debt binder, because for a long time I didn't have debt, but I have a brand new vehicle now. So we're working on getting that paid off ASAP. Starting with my short-term sinking funds, most of these are empty. Like I said, I've been absolutely stupendously impossible with my spending the last few weeks, so most of these are gone. I am putting $5 in buffer. This is in case I go over on any of my sinking fund spending. So it just has 5. Clothing is getting 5, and this makes 25 in there. Electronics has 5, or it's getting 5, I should say, and it has $20 in electronics. I just got a new phone back in April, sometime there. Health is getting $5. I do have really good insurance here in Canada, but I just have to pay for a couple dollars worth of copays on my prescriptions and things, not very much. And like dental cleanings and things like that, I have money on top of what insurance will cover. So we have $30 in health right now. And I do need to get a refill on my prescription medications. Miscellaneous has no money. It's getting $5. And planner supplies. I actually, instead of buying just stickers with this money like I usually do, I did buy myself an Erin Condren planner. It was a big investment for me. I'm gonna see how I like it this time around. It's a 2024 and 2025 planner, but I might invest in it again after this, or I might kind of go back to the brand of planner that I had. But we're just gonna start stuffing this slowly but surely. It's gonna get $5. Special occasions will get $5. The next one that's coming up, we just had Canada Day. My parents had their anniversary, Father's Day. So pretty much the next one is my niece's 19th birthday. And I don't know what I'll end up doing for that, but I'm hoping to stuff a little bit more next week or even the first paycheck of August. So we'll see there. Stock up is just like household toiletries, things like that, anything that I might need for the house. And we're gonna put $25 in here. And that is it for short-term sinking funds. We will do my basically what I call my future binder now. I have too much stuff in there. So, hi Poe! For anybody that's new, that's my fur baby, my kitty. For anybody who's been with me, it's been a busy last month with Poe. He's been super loud, super busy, the same as ever. He's very curious. He's into all of the things. He's lovely. I will insert a picture of my Poe Bear for everybody to see. I took one this afternoon where he was looking out the window in the sun. He was so cute. Okay, so back to the stuffing. For memberships, we're gonna do $10 in here. We're gonna do, well, I don't even need to insert a picture, do I? I don't need to insert a picture because there you are. You cannot be showing this to the folks on the cameras. That's inappropriate. That's R-rated content, Polaris. Okay, come on. Oh. Oh my gosh, he really needs his claws trimmed. I gotta get on that. Interlude aside, we have, I think, $40 in Plum Plus. This is a membership to a bookstore chain here in Canada that I usually subscribe to. Other is just anything, like maybe say Canva subscription if I want to do that. Right now I have a free trial. I probably won't continue it. They give out free trials like candy for anybody that doesn't know. Their premium membership is usually on free trial. CIBC is my cashback credit card. That is fully funded for the year, so I'm not putting anything in that for my annual fee. Fireman's Lotto is going to get $5. So this is a community 50-50 draw that they draw every Wednesday. And I usually just pay 1 year at a time. It's $2 a week. So this is a pretty easy investment, I feel like. Costco just came out, so this is empty now because the last time you guys seen it, I think my Costco membership money was still there. And then the last thing is Amazon. So we're gonna put $5 in for Amazon, and that makes $75 now. So 75 in Amazon. Fireman's Lotto has 25, so 100. And Plum Plus has 40, so 140 in annual memberships. Christmas is getting $10. I have fully funded the categories for everybody's spending, basically. So everyone else is like my extended family, my friends. There's $50 in here. My niece has $50. My brother and my sister-in-law both have $50. So we're looking at $200. My parents have $100 in their category, and Fur Kids has $50. So that is $350. So decor and then events and supplies are each getting $5. We'll just stuff this pretty much continuously because you never know when you're gonna want to buy like a Christmas decoration or when there's going to be a Christmas party, just like the things that come up. So there's $15 now in each of those, so another 30. So I think that makes $380, I think. Contingency plan. This is basically like my 1 month ahead or 3 to 6 month expense category. I like to have this on top of my emergency fund. My emergency fund is like basically if my car was to blow up tomorrow or whatnot. To me, that's what it is. Or if I have a medical bill that came out of nowhere, but my contingency plan is like, hey, you lost your job, you got to figure your crap out kind of deal. So utilities, I think, is getting $5. This one is a yearly bill, so once this is stuffed once, I won't restuff it again to get 3 months ahead on it. So we have 50, 60, and 70 in utilities now, which is nice. It's $550 though that we're aiming for total. Mortgage has $680 in it, so that's fully funded because that's what I pay bi-weekly. I pay $340 pretty much. 3 to 6 month has nothing yet. Once I get a month ahead, I will put that money in here. Miscellaneous has 15. We are not putting anything in that. TV internet has 180. That is fully funded. Cell phone has 100. That is fully funded. And power bill is also fully funded at $220. Subscriptions has $20. And so car payment, insurance, and utilities are the things that I'm really working on right now. Car payment is getting $5 to make $45. And insurance is getting $5 as well, and that will make $110. So that's it for contingency fund. Next is my Poe Bear. He is contrary, but lovable, super, super cute. And he gets some money every week. This week we didn't do a whole lot for him. We did $5 in spending and $5 in necessities. So spending is just like treat money, toys, anything that I feel like buying him just randomly. So he has $30 and $40 in spending now. And necessities is like food, litter, all the things. And there is $35 in here. He's good for a while. Vet visits does not have a dime in it right now, and his emergency fund is fully funded at $1,000. Because if I have an emergency fund and he's my baby, I'm not a crazy cat lady, but you know, I do love him. He is my little fur son. If I have an emergency fund, he should too. Especially his vet bills can be off the hook with how expensive they are. Taxes, we're going to start with income tax. We're going to put $5 in here this week. And this is just in case I have to pay in. I'm stuffing this slowly but surely. They usually tax me fairly well on my paycheck. So you have 50, 70, 90, 95, and 100. I usually don't have to worry about doing my own taxes, and my mother prepares them for me, so it's not like I have to pay somebody to do them. But $100 isn't bad. And then property tax, we are gonna add 125. So 120 and 5 toss the 1 in the front, and then the 25 in the back. So for property tax, we have 1,000, 100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,350, 1,370, 1,390, 1,410, and 1,415 in property tax. Right now, my goal is minimum $3,600. So yeah, I think it's due in May, but I usually pay it March, April. So that's it for taxes. And we have one more sinking fund binder left, and we do have my bills. I did not forget about my bills. So this is my long-term sinking funds. And for car maintenance today, we're putting $15 in here. We're putting $5 in deductible. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, and 280 now in there. We're aiming for $500, so we're getting there. We're more than halfway done now. Fees is for license, registration, inspections, that kind of thing. I did just renew my license in June. It was my birthday, and I spent just about 90 bucks on that. So this money is gone, and we should be good for a while because, again, I just have a brand new car, so I shouldn't have to do anything until I have to register it next year. Detailing will get $5. So it has $25. New car is empty. Again, just got one, so I don't need to worry about that right now. And service will get $5. So we have 100, 200, 350, 370, 380, and 385. I would like this to be at $500 minimum. Probably, hopefully, realistically, I won't need to worry about this for a while either because, again, brand new car. But it's just one of those things that you never really know. And just when you think you're safe, you're not safe. Same can be said with home maintenance. So we're going to start with furniture. I am putting $70 in here. Now, most of this money is already gone. I owe myself money in this category still, so I will be working on paying myself back for the next little bit. I bought a bathroom cabinet. It's huge because I just had one of those little like rolly carts in my bathroom for my towels and my extra soaps and things, and it looks janky. It doesn't look like a long-term solution. So I finally did buy something, and all of this money is gone. But we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, and 300. And I want to get like an extra $100 in here just to accommodate that furniture piece. So this will be going over the next few weeks probably. Home decor is getting $5, so that makes $20 for home decor. Basically, I'm like slowly remodeling the bathroom bit by bit, but just like surface level things, like mostly just aesthetics, not bones of the space. Other is not getting anything. And then appliances, we are gonna do $5. So you have 100, 200, 300, 400, and $25 in appliances. It's also one of those things that you just don't know you need this money until you need it. Other has 15? Yep, it has 15. Renovations, I had a fair bit of money in here, but I've spent it. If it's not one thing, it's another with the house. So I have been buying things, fixing garage door motors. Like it's been a few months. My home maintenance budget is not doing well. It's being ate up. So renovations is gonna get $5 to make 25. And seasonal is gonna get $5. I did pay somebody to mow my lawn at one point in June because it was just like, it was crazy and I had been too busy. I was working too much and I was taking Dad back and forth to like chemo radiation treatments and things like that. So I didn't get to it. My little push mower could not handle it. So I had to pay $70 for that. But this is for like lawn mowing and plowing and things like that, which I don't even want to think about yet. So 500, 600, 650, 670, and 675 in seasonal right now. And then last but not least for sinking funds, we have Wanderlust, and this is my travel category. We are putting $5 in most of these things. So we're gonna do 5 in spending to make 10. We are doing $30 in weekenders because it's just that time of year when I like to get up and go. So 20 and 30. And now in here we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 110, 120, and 130. Wait a minute, 230 is what we have. 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230. Yep, there we go. That's the right number this time. And I don't think I'm going to Nova Scotia until the August, the first week maybe. But I might go to like a little coastal beachy town, a couple hours from me, or just like take a random drive and spend some of this money. I don't know yet. Pre-trip expenses, we are doing 5. I don't have a trip booked, but it's always good just to have this money set aside. This is for like clothing, nails, all the things that you want before you go on a trip generally, or you know, that I would want when I go on a trip, because not everybody is like me. Miscellaneous did have $200 for my passport. I did renew this. I'm waiting for it to come, so that money is gone. We're not putting anything in there. Flights has 160 right now, and I'm not going to stuff it today. I'm going to work on getting accommodations caught up to it, which we have a long way to go because we've only got $10. So that's my next goal here, because I like accommodations and flights to be one-to-one, like a perfect match kind of deal. Dining has $250, and fun is going to get $5. So 10. And that, my friends, is it for sinking funds. So last but not least, we are gonna pop back into bills. And I normally do this like first, but I was not feeling that vibe today. We are gonna put $5 in my buffer. No, we're not. We're putting $10 in my buffer. That threw me off. This is why I have to keep my budget sheet right next to me while I do this. So we have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, and 300 in my buffer. This is just in case one of my bills is not what I expected it to be, and I need to have a little bit of extra assistance. Cell phone, we are putting $50 in, and it has just over, just over $1,500 in here. This was money that I had saved up for a trip that I did not go on in March, and that worked out well because then my phone ate dirt and I needed to buy a new one. So then I just have this money set aside to pay off the new device that I have on my plan. So this is for the plan itself, and this is for the phone itself, and every month I just pull a little bit extra out of here to pay for that. So that dwindles slowly but surely. So 100 plus, we'll call it. And then insurance is gonna get $155. It really kills me to put this much in my insurance. It went up so much with my new car, but it's fine. So $155 in here. because it's $310 a month, which, I mean, it could be worse, but still, and that is for my car and my house all together. Power bill is gonna get $110. That's my last 100 and 10. Subscriptions is just getting 10. This is Spotify and iCloud that I pay for every month. TV and internet is going to get $50. Or sorry, it's gonna get $90, so 50, 70, 90. This 20 is in desperate shape. I really should tape that. I don't think I have any tape in my desk. I took it to work with me last night. Don't ask me why I did that, because now I'm regretting it. So, cell phone has 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, and 180. So this is fully funded for the month of July. I will pay that on my credit card whenever that bill comes out. And then utilities is getting the last $25. And I did also just pay this. So there is $50, $75 in utilities. Which brings me to the end of this super long stuffing. I'm sorry I did ramble quite a bit. I hope you guys didn't mind. It has been so long since we have chatted. I had been reading all of your messages. I have been enjoying the fact that you guys are still supporting me, are still sticking around. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that. I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know if I'm posting a video next week or not. I will figure that out. I'm gonna figure this out off camera, and I will see you when I see you. Bye, YouTube.